So I want to know, how can you come here and tell me there's no such thing as white privilege and no such thing as racism?
Easily. There's no such thing as white privilege or racism. So well, there's racism, but it's not institutional. I mean,
so are you saying the judge was wrong?
Of course. I mean, judges could be wrong all the time without specific knowledge of what you're talking about with that. But here's the most obvious way I could debunk what you're saying, which is you assume Jan Brewer signed it because she hates Latino people. Is that right?
It came out that she has. It's been proven.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Whoa. What evidence do you have that Jan Brewer hates Latino people?
If you go watch the documentary about Raza Studies.
What?
It's been go watch the documentary called Raza Studies. It's about Mexican American studies.
La Raza Studies?
Raza Studies.
Okay. Well, yeah, not exactly well versed in that, but
what's wrong with that?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It sounds interesting. But I suppose the question is, would there be another explanation for Jan Brewer doing that? Or are you going to blame?
She signed another law called SB 1070.
So what about SB 1070?
What's wrong? Do you know what SB 1070 is?
Tell me what it is.
It's basically a law for an officer to pull me over and ask for my papers when I've never even been to Mexico.
Okay, well, I think people should be asked for their papers regardless of skin color.
Okay, so then we go. Here's white privilege.
Why is that white privilege?
Okay, here we go.
How's that white privilege?
Here we go. Who are they going to ask for their papers, me or you?
I get asked for papers all the time when I get
pulled
over. Yeah, I can show you my pile of driver's tickets.
Do you get asked to prove that you're a citizen of the United States?
Hold on a second. First of all, I get asked for my driver's license all the time when I get pulled over. In fact, every time I get pulled over, I get asked for my driver's license, okay? So, but here's the one thing. Hold on. Do you really think that you're being pulled over just because of the color of your skin?
Dude, it's happened many times.
Hey, guess what? I get pulled over too.
You're never gonna know it because you don't look like me, man.
Wait, hold on.
You're never gonna have to know my struggles.
Wait, I mean, this is the problem. I'm just going to give you a piece of advice. Honestly, you complimented me and Candace Owens. You're looking at the world as a victim. Okay? You're looking at the world as if there's systemic racism and the evil white man that's trying to crush you. It's a lie. It's a lie that is designed to keep you down. It's a lie that is designed to try and disempower you. And white people get pulled over all the time to be asked for their papers. And if a non-citizen does not have their papers, they should be deported from this country if they do not have their papers. So please go ahead.
All right, before you start saying I'm playing that victim thing, I'm never going to call myself a victim, but I'm not blind to the fact that my journey is going to be different than someone that doesn't look like me.
You're right. So you know how it's going to be different? It's going to be easier for you. It's because affirmative action laws benefit people of color above white applicants to certain universities. In Texas, if you try to get Regeneron or monoclonal antibodies, the specific position of the Texas Health and Human Services is we only give Regeneron to Hispanic and black people and not to white people. At State Street Capital Advisors, if you want to be a financial manager, you know they're not allowed to hire white people without board permission, yet they can hire Hispanic people and black people as much as they want. Do you know that United Airlines wants to double the amount of Hispanic and black pilots and try to hire less white pilots? You're right. You and I have it different. And currently, the current regime and status quo is making it easier for you. You have privilege.